everyone, and welcome back to our community. If you're new, I'm Jen, and welcome to another episode of Wellness Unfiltered, where I try out wellness experiences and workouts to give you the real tea on if it's worth it, what it's really like, and you can decide for yourself. So I was really intrigued by an infrared sauna blanket. I got one from Higher Dose, and I decided to try it out for 30 days. I usually use a dry barrel sauna in my gym, but apparently infrared is way more detoxifying. But I was wondering, is it more detoxifying in blanket form as well? So let's start with the research. So infrared technology uses light waves to directly heat the body instead of just heating the air around you. So you're gonna sweat at a way lower temperature than like a dry barrel sauna. So that's kind of like the difference between infrared and dry barrel at just like face value. But let's dive into the layers of the actual Higher Dose blanket. So luckily they are all low EMF and they're made with premium non-toxic materials. And my favorite part is that they're actually covered in amethyst. So as the infrared heat passes through the blanket, the amethyst healing properties reach higher frequencies. So as the infrared heat is penetrating our body, our bioavailability heightens, which allows us to actually absorb the amethyst element with like a deep sense of intensity. And then they also help to increase mood. So they have something, I might be pronouncing it wrong, but similar to amethyst, they also have tourmaline. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, and I'm so sorry, you can scream at your TV. But it's a negative ion that actually provides positive well-being, which I found to be really cool. Like, it's not just heat going on, there's layers to this ish. So this is leading to a serotonin boost. It's gonna help with mood, help with calming our stress and all of that. And then there's a charcoal layer. So activated charcoal is really great for a detoxification process, amongst a host of other things. It's supposed to brighten your skin, help with bloating, boost your energy. So the infrared heat is detoxing you, and so is the activated charcoal, which is why I feel like I felt such a difference as opposed to like going and sitting in an actual infrared sauna, but we'll get to that. Lastly, there's a medical grade magnetic strip, and that's promoting healthy blood circulation. So that magnetic strip is just allowing you to basically get more out of your sauna experience. It's gonna stimulate nerve activity, cellular alignment. It's gonna truly just boost the entire experience and all of the benefits. And then there are two frequently asked questions that I've been asked since starting the infrared sauna blanket, and then also on their website, they've been asked a ton. One is like, what is the difference between going into an infrared sauna and then going into an infrared sauna blanket? Is the difference just like one you get to do at home? And the main difference is basically the sauna is offering full spectrum rays and the blanket is offering far infrared rays. Now the follow-up question to that is, what the hell are far infrared rays? Like, I know I was very confused. So far infrared rays may help deliver like a really deep detoxifying sweat and really allow your body to push out the environmental toxins while increasing your heart rate, kind of like you feel after a light jog, and also glowing skin. So let's skip to what are the benefits of doing this? Why did I even try this out for 30 days? So here are the benefits of using an infrared sauna blanket. So the whole point of it is to sweat out impurities and burn calories. I definitely don't think that if you are just doing a sauna blanket every day and literally nothing else, that your body composition is gonna change or anything like that. Let me just put that out there. But I do love the idea of kind of just like sweating out all the toxins. I live in New York City and like God knows what I'm consuming every day. It's also really supposed to help with reducing stress, boosting mood, increasing blood flow and circulation, glowing skin, because it's gonna help remove kind of like all the buildup in your pores. And the main reason I really love using infrared is because it's really great for muscle recovery. So the infrared heat actually dilates your blood vessels, which boosts your blood flow, and then that increased circulation helps oxygen reach your muscles. And that's gonna help with soreness and all that with muscle recovery. All right, let's get into the fun part, pricing. So I will say they have like really great holiday sales going on right now, but I'm gonna give you like the OG pricing. So the sauna blanket on its own with no insert, which we'll get to, is $700. With the insert, that's gonna be an extra $88. And that insert, honestly, I find is really necessary. You can totally supplement with a separate towel or maybe like an Amazon dupe, but essentially you sit in it, it's a towel, it's like terry cloth to insert, and you're sitting in it almost like a sandbag in the blanket, because when you're touching the blanket itself directly, like skin to blanket, it's really hot. Like, you can't just sit in there. You do need some sort of insert, whether you buy that one for $88 or you make your own with like a towel above and below you. That's totally fine. So check the description. It is pricey, but if you're someone who loves a sauna and you're finding yourself spending like way too much on sauna sessions, or you're really only belonging to your gym that's like $200 a month just for the sauna, it could make sense for you. It's also a really great gift, like for the wellness geek, or if you're like for someone who has everything and loves wellness, it's a really, really great gift. I do also have 15% off for you, so you can always use the code JENLAUREN on Higher Dose on any of their products, and that's like a pretty good discount, so feel free. I will, again, link it all in the description below, but let's now move on to my experience after using it for 30 days. And if I kept it or not. My biggest takeaway is that this is for the habit stacking queen. My favorite part of it is that if you were debating between like, you know, getting a sauna or using a sauna versus the blanket, one pro tick in the blanket is the multitasking. Like, I'm watching Love Island while sitting in my blanket. Like, there's nothing better. I absolutely loved that part of it. I always felt so productive. If you're a reader, like you can be, you know, reading your Kindle. I loved that like during my lay time, I could feel like I was doing something really good for me while like laying and watching TV. Like I just 10 out of 10 loved that. Also easy storage. I loved like just sliding it. I'm in a tiny New York City apartment. I mean under 500 square feet. We slide it right under the couch, and some of these wellness things, like I can't even have them in my home because they don't fit, but easy storage. And I will say I got a little faint after every single use, and what that tells me is that it actually kind of works. Like similar to what they say on their website, that you should feel kind of like you went for a jog, or, you know, I just feel like because of all the things we listed before, as opposed to it just being hot air around you, I kind of felt the effects like even more so, which kind of felt not so great right after because I felt faint and all the things, but like a quick 10-minute blanket sesh, I just felt from my insides more than I did like sitting in a hot room sometimes. So food for thought. It was really easy to clean too. Like the material is super easy to just give it a nice wipe down, store it under the couch. I really liked that. And I love that there's no app. So many times I get like, even like my beloved, I'm obsessed with Hatch alarm clock, or like the Aura ring, like you buy things, you invest in them, and then like you need to pay $100 a year for the app or the subscription. I love that literally you just click on this sauna blanket. You click on and you adjust the heat, high or low, like easy peasy. Thank God. Thank you, Higher Dose. I will spill the tea and say I have not been using it any longer, and I will tell you why. I'm storing it in a unit for when we do like move into a home one day. Although I just said it fits and it's great storage, at a certain point I was kind of just like, I'm using the sauna at my gym. My gym is 2 blocks from me. I'm always using the sauna there just because I love like the meditative moment of it all, and something about using it in a tiny apartment, although it was great, it doesn't need to be in here. My fiance is like a freak with just like clearing the space and everything, so it had nothing to really do with the product itself. I really just was kind of like, okay, that was a fun experiment, but just as far as my lifestyle and whatnot, I am no longer using it. I just want to be transparent about that, but it is something that when I have like a wellness room one day in my house, I will for sure have in there, and I think it's a really great thing to have in a house for like when friends and family come over. But yeah, simply a space thing, but like I said, it is pretty easily storable. I just live with someone who wants nothing on the floor and is like a little bit crazy with that. But let me know if you guys try it out. Let me know if you have one, what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'm so intrigued by what other people's experiences have been. Again, I will have it all linked below. Let me know if you get it for a gift or whatever. And one more thing, comment down below what you guys want me to try out next. Okay, love you. Subscribe if you're new. See you next week.